What's up, y'all? Happy day or night, whatever day of the week it is for you when you're watching this. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, daytime, nighttime, lunchtime, breakfast time, dinner time, whatever time. Happy whenever you are watching this. For me, today's Thursday, May, ninth, I think? Yeah. And I gotta tell y'all, funny thing, I have a list of YouTube topics that I want to cover with these Fanny Thinks videos, with the whole Fanny Thinks channel, and just like self-expression. And I have a list of videos that I have been meaning to make that I'm kind of just going down the list and going through all my subjects and just trying to get them all out to y'all. So on my list, there is a bunch of different like subtopics. And one of the biggest topics that I said I wanted to cover on my channel is losing your identity in titles. Specifically as a woman, losing your identity in the titles of wife, mother, girlfriend, etc. And I have been trying to make this video for a cool minute now. And I was like, I'm gonna get to it, losing titles, losing yourself, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna get there. And then this whole Ayesha Curry thing pops up on my timeline. Y'all, the way that this shit is hitting me in my heart, in my energy, the way that men have disappointed me this week with this buffoonery, the way that this subject has changed the way I view men, specifically black men, this week, is just blowing my mind. I am so disappointed, so hurt, so disgusted, so shocked, so everything as to how this little thing that she said that we've all been feeling, that everyone like that is nothing new that she said. Like, if you're a mom, if you've had kids, you know what kids do to your body. If you're a woman who's been devoted to a man over a certain amount of time, you start to have, this is just stuff that happens when you accept these titles of wife, girlfriend, and mother. These things just happen. Even if you've been down and out lately, like say you lost your job, or you've been, you went through you gained weight, you lost weight. Even if you're a single woman just going through the ups and downs of life, sometimes you have those little insecurities and you check yourself like, dang, am I still cute? Do I still got it? Am I still, I don't know. I don't feel as good about myself as I used to because I'm going through. It happens all the time in the lives of women. I'm sure it happens for people in general. But for whatever reason, men took this one thing she said and they put all of their bullshit onto it, all of their baggage onto it. Like, men put their ego on this, they put their alpha male persona on it, they put their own insecurities on it, they put their own they just unloaded all of their personal baggage onto it and just started calling this woman anything but a child of God. And it made me sick to the point where I actually deleted some people off of my Facebook. Like my personal Facebook page, I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. No, delete, unfollow, block. I was just like, do y'all ever have those moments when something happens, whether it be in politics or religion or society, where someone says something and you look at it and you read it, you be like, I guess I thought I knew you, but I guess I don't, because wow, that's hell of offensive. That's exactly how I felt all week long. And I just had to take it as a sign from the universe that there was a reason why I did not record the Losing Yourselves in Titles video beforehand. This week, while I'm experiencing all of this and while I'm just reading through all this BS on my social media, is the perfect week for me to get these feelings out and explain how detrimental it can be losing yourself in titles. Forgetting who you are, losing your confidence, losing your self-esteem and sense of self as a woman. It happens to all of us. And it's super important that we don't act like it's okay, because it's not. These damn earrings are loud. We might have to pause for an earring change. I thought I was cute when I left the house, but these things are so loud. You can't even hear. It's annoying. It's like an annoying clacking in my brain. So I'm just going to take these off, because I know if it's annoying me, it's probably going to annoy y'all. So much for those. Let me see if I got some more earrings in my car. Wardrobe change. We're doing a whole change of scenery here. We're going to go from gold to silver. Does anybody else like that? Like when you go out somewhere, you be like, you know what? I need an earring because womanhood. I just need a damn earring. Okay? Sometimes I don't, but like I feel like my outfits are not complete without them. Quiet hoops. So well, first of all, if you haven't seen Red Table Talk and you have no clue what everyone's talking about and where all this mess came from, you might need to backtrack to Jada Pinkett's show, Red Table Talk. It's on Facebook. Go to Facebook Watch. You can just type in Red Table Talk any damn where and it'll pop up. Google, wherever. But it's on Facebook. So she did this episode with all of the Curry dynasty, all of the Curry mothers, or all of the Curry wives. Steph Curry's mom, his sister who's engaged to another basketball player, his wife Ayesha, and his brother's fiance. So all of them were talking about what it's like to be in this whole NBA wife girlfriend thing. And Ayesha made one comment. She made a lot of comments, but specifically she made a comment about that went somewhere along the lines of, I sometimes wonder when I see a bunch of women throwing themselves at my man, you know, what is it about me that's not attractive to other men? Like, why is no one telling me that I look nice? No one approaches me and gives me compliments. No one's putting their energy into, you know, talking to me or speaking to me. And it would be nice to just not always disappear in the background. Like, women just throw themselves at her husband left and right. And she kind of just becomes an afterthought. She kind of sometimes gets lost in the mix, standing right there next to him, and they're ignoring her. And she made this comment like, I want to be seen, I want to be looked at, I want to be complimented. Like, why is nobody looking at me? And the other women around the table were like, oh, they are definitely looking at you. It's just that you're not looking, so you don't notice it. But don't think that no one thinks you're beautiful or that no one's looking at you, because they are. And she was basically saying, I'm a human in my own right. I'm a successful, strong, powerful woman in my own right. I am more than just Steph Curry's wife. And I want that to be noticed. Sometimes I want somebody to just look at me. A compliment is nice every once in a while. And she was like, I don't need anyone to validate me. And I'm not looking to find somebody to, you know, do anything with. I'm not trying to go outside my marriage. She's like, just every once in a while, you know, you want a compliment. And us as women, we watching the Red Table Talk, which, by the way, when did men start watching the damn Red Table Talk? Like, honestly, other than like clips online you see here or there, y'all not subscribed to Jada's Facebook. Y'all not subscribed to the Red Table Talk page. Y'all don't follow it. Y'all don't watch every episode. Half of y'all probably didn't even watch the whole damn episode that the Currys was on. Y'all seeing one clip somewhere, one quote that Charlamagne said on Breakfast Club, one thing that somebody said, one thing that Derek Jackson said, one thing that Clint Coley said, or whoever you follow, some man that you follow. One Google search, and all of a sudden, all these men, and shockingly, all of these black men, have this huge, vulgar opinion about women needing attention. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen occur in life, really, because I find it hilarious that men took it upon themselves to comment on anything having to do with the female experience. Please tell me how it relates to you, or how you could really truthfully sit in the driver's seat of that experience and understand it. You're not a woman. That'd be the equivalent of us sitting in a town hall discussing why we think men are too whatever, too loud, too like men are to all men are cheaters, and we know that for a fact because XYZ, or all men are this because that. Now sometimes women do use that toxic language, and that language needs to stop too, because there is no such thing as all. That's why I keep saying some and the majority of, because it was the majority of men in my life who were giving me this negative energy. And there were like a handful. I literally want to say it was 90-10. 90% of the men in my life, 90% of the black men in my life chose to bash this woman and come for her character and make jokes about her and make memes about her. And there was only a 10% of men who understood what she was saying, versus 90% of women getting it and 10% of women not really understanding. That's how big the difference was. And it was insane to me. I looked at what she said, and I'm looking at men's comments, and I'm like, what does that have to do with anything that she just said? Like, this woman is 30 years old. She has 3 young kids. I think all of her kids are 5 and under, 6 and under. She's married to the same man that she's been with since she was 15, 16 years old. She's never been with any other man thus far. So that's half her life. And she chose to make a comment about an insecurity of hers, just in the name of speaking her truth, hoping that, like we all do, speaking my truth will help someone out there who's afraid to speak, who might not have as much, confidence to spill these things out. People give me on my channel, and I'm not gonna say everybody like I'm famous or I'm on that level of Ayesha Curry or the Currys period, because I'm not. But my little box of people, my 1,600 subscribers on my channel, give me a lot of credit for being bold, for being an alpha female, for sharing my truth, for living my truth. And I can't even tell you guys how many times, and I love you guys for this, by the way, that you send me beautiful messages about, I'm so happy you spoke up about your divorce. I'm so happy you spoke up about your weight. I'm so happy you spoke up about your hair and having issues with your hair falling out. I'm so happy you spoke up about your thyroid. I'm so happy you spoke up about losing your job, about being broke, about being on EBT or not being on EBT, about, like, over the years I've spoken about so many things on my channel, about being low income, about losing my car, about losing my father, about my mom's surgeries, about conflicts with my family, not feeling like I fit or belong in my family, about my self-esteem, about whatever it was, about my motherhood, about my love for music, my voice, my singing, my poetry, my cooking. I've shared a lot of me with you guys. I still have a part of me that I keep to myself, and I always will, because I think that's necessary. But I definitely don't think that we were ever put on this planet to sit here with all of our issues, all of our insecurities, all of our demons, and all of our hurts locked in a box, never to share with anyone. What would be the point of life if we weren't able to share our life with others? What is the point of going through if your testimony can't teach someone or reach someone else? This woman shared an insecurity about wondering, just as a mother and just as a wife, damn, ain't nobody, do I still got it? Am I still cute? I don't know sometimes. And that's all she said. Men took this to some negative place, and let me be clear. I think the reason why it hurt me so much is because I love black men. I love black men so hard. I think they are just gods on earth. They're just the walking epitome of God. Men in general, of any race, really, but specifically black men just have this thing, this hierarchy to me. If I could categorize how beautiful I think all humans are, it'd be black men, women, black men, black women, women, and men. I just think all humans are gorgeous. Like, I just love the black men for everything that they are, for their swag, for their energy, for their skin tones, for their bass in their voices, for their hair, and they're just gorgeous. They're beautiful. And I champion for black men. I root for them. Even when they make mistakes, even when they're wrong, even when they do fucked up things, no matter what it is, I'm like, nope, because y'all don't understand, because black men been through a struggle, because black men have been oppressed, because black men have been taught self-hatred. I always defend the black man. Always. And you know, the first person who's always front row center to talk shit about a black woman is a damn black man. Ain't that a shame? That don't make no sense to me. No other race of men got on my social media, and I got plenty of them on every platform, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. No other man of any race is even giving a damn about what she said. The only people who got a problem with what she said are black men, and I'm not talking about all of them. It's that big chunk, that 90% that shocked the shit out of me yesterday and the day before that. I was like, damn, ain't that about a bitch? Our fellow men, our black men, the ones we champion for, we fight for, we love for, the ones we put up with all their bullshit. Damn it. That broke my heart yesterday. Women have sacrificed so much in the name of saving and cultivating the male ego. We shrink ourselves. We try not to be as loud or as successful. We cancel our careers to stay at home with their children. And there are a good chunk of men who do the same, so shout out to y'all. I know a lot of good fathers. Like I said, it's not all of them, but it was such a big majority yesterday that I have to just speak to that majority of men who chose to criticize this woman. Where in anything she said, and if you haven't watched it, I need you to go watch Red Table Talk so you can follow me, because I don't want to put it in here for copyright reasons or legalities and have the whole video being taken down. So go watch it if you haven't, and then come back to what I'm saying. Where in any damn thing she said did she say that Steph wasn't a good husband, that Steph wasn't enough, that Steph didn't compliment her, that Steph didn't say she was beautiful, that she didn't appreciate anything he did for her, that she didn't appreciate the life that he's given her, that the life they've built? She didn't say none of that. Where did she say she want to have an affair? She gonna start posting thirst traps. She want niggas to get in her DM. Where did she say any of that? She didn't say that anywhere. And that was all I heard from every man all day yesterday. Steph is such a good man. He's a good Christian, God-fearing man. He's a millionaire. He keep her in this clothes. He keep her looking nice. He do all this. He stay faithful. He give her everything, and it's still not enough. When did she say it wasn't enough? When did she say that? Ayesha Curry out here trying to have side pieces. She trying to get her some dick on the side. She trying to this, she trying to that. When did she say that? When? All she said was, it'd be nice if somebody complimented me on who I am and my appearance sometimes. Everyone's always complimenting Steph. It'd be nice for someone to compliment me. Everyone wants to feel good about themselves. Even these insecure ass men who keep attacking her want to feel good about themselves. That's why they mad. The idea that she should just be grateful and appreciative that she has such an amazing man as Steph and Steph Curry, you can't get no better than that. Nothing that we ever do for women is good enough. They always want something else. They always want more. That whole thought process is toxic as hell. No one's existence only exists in their partners. That is literally saying that she should be grateful because without Steph and Curry, she's nothing. She's nobody. Do y'all know who Ayesha Curry is? This woman is a mogul in her own damn right. She has cookbooks. She got a damn TV show. She has her own branding, her own marketing. She has her own pots and dishes and cutlery and cookware. She has her own shit being sold in stores. She's on many of boards of trustees and panels. She was just giving out awards, just giving out James Beard Awards the other day. Are you serious? Do you not know that she stands alone in her own entity with her own money? You think the whole Curry dynasty is just Stephen Curry being a basketball player? Half of that money is hers. Not just because she married him, because she earned it. through her own TV shows, through her own residuals, through her own royalties. That woman is a powerhouse. Y'all got some damn nerve to sit up here and say she should just be grateful and happy that she has Stefan and he gives her all the attention she needs and she doesn't need to be poured into anyone. If y'all don't shut the hell up, that don't make no damn sense. So you telling me as a man, your only existence is your wife? You don't have nobody else that you care about the opinions of you or that you want to appease you? If that's the case, then half the stuff y'all buy, you wouldn't buy it. Half the video games y'all buy, you wouldn't buy them. Y'all buy video games and y'all buy shoes and clothes and y'all buy TVs or whatever the hell y'all buy. And the first damn thing you do, what's the first thing you do? Hey, bro. Yeah, I got that new Madden. I got that new 2K. Yeah, hey, I got the new J. Hey, come check out my car. Come look at this. Yeah, come over. That's who you call for your validation, not your wife. Everybody has things that they are into and things that they want and things that they need that they cannot get from their partner. It is toxic thinking to ever think that everything you will ever need will only exist in one person. That don't make no sense. That is dangerous. That is why people don't stay in relationships. That is why relationships and marriages fail. That is why people feel so much stress and strain from their partner, because they're trying to be everything for their partner. They're trying to be a parent. They're trying to be their therapist. They're trying to be their sex partner and they fuck buddy. They're trying to be their party friend. They're trying to be their best friend and their girlfriend and their boyfriend. One person cannot fill you. One person cannot give you all of that. That's why there are different people in your life. That's why you have to have a village of individuals that feed you, that pour into you, and you pour back into other people. Y'all really gonna sit up here as men and say that she don't have the right to want to seek to be admired by somebody else, when that's all y'all do all day long? Y'all done lost your mind. For real? I don't understand the mentality of women being criticized or dragged for wanting to be appreciated as equals. The only reason why y'all give a damn what she's saying is because she's Stephen Curry's wife saying something. That's the only way y'all identify her. Anytime that I've seen a man talk, I think it was Clint, when I was looking at Clint Coley's video. He was like, and if you guys don't know who Clint is, he's like a Facebook personality, just like Derek Jackson, just like, you know, the lot of them. Clint's video started exactly like this. Ayesha, Steph, blah, 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 blah. How you addressing me and then gonna start talking about Steph? What that matter? He was like, people don't approach you out of respect for Stephen, and you don't understand. This is not about respect for Stephen. This woman just literally said that sometimes she has insecurities and it'd be nice to be told, hey, you look nice. Hey, I actually read your cookbook. It was good. Hey, I enjoy your TV show. She just wants something that she's done in her success to be recognized and not just be sitting in the shadow of Stephen Curry's wife. That's the insecurity. And furthermore, she shared it on an all-female platform with a mostly female viewership. And here come all these random ass men looking at one minute clip and not even watching the whole 45-minute episode and forming a damn opinion. It blew my mind. And the second argument that I got a lot was, well, she should have said that in private. She should have just spoke to Steph about that. How you know she didn't? How do you know that? Matter of fact, she probably said it because she already spoke to Steph and he said, yeah, you should share that with other women. Other women could probably relate to that. I literally had people tell me that's something private. That's something that you should only share with your partner. You don't have to say that in public. You don't have to put that on an open platform. You don't have to do that. That's embarrassing to him. How? Bet more than anything in the world, he already knew that because she already told him. It's embarrassing to you because you would feel less than. You would feel embarrassed if your wife or girlfriend said that and it was you in the picture. That's you transferring all your bullshit on what she's doing. It don't have nothing to do with her. It's you. It's your inner thing that's living in you. Your burden, your backpack that you're carrying full of baggage. Because you feel like them same men, and nothing that niggas do is good enough. That's the way you feel in your relationship with your woman. That you doing this and this and that, and you don't feel like it's good enough, and you don't feel adequate, and you don't feel like you're enough, and you still feel less than. That's why you feel personally attacked, that she wants to have outside gratification. She didn't say she wanted to have sex with nobody. When did that come out of her mouth? It didn't. That's all this male ego transference that black men are just throwing on her. And you know what it is? It's really sad, because at the end of the day, it comes back to a self-hatred. A self-hatred of black men feeling like they're not good enough. Black men feeling like they can't be better. Black men feeling like they don't know how to be faithful, or they don't know how to be the breadwinner, or they girls always making more than them, or smarter than them, or doing better than them, or building more. Or if they are a smart man, worried that one day they're going to lose it all. One day someone's going to be smarter than me or richer than me, and they're going to take my woman. That is an insecurity that y'all have as black men. And that's why we try so hard to build y'all up. That's why we try so hard to make y'all feel like kings, because you're kings to us. But whenever we say anything, and whenever anyone gets a little opportunity to even do a little bit of disrespecting a black woman, here come a black man want to be first in line. Oh, cool. Y'all talking about black bitches? I would love to talk about some bitches. But who's holding you at night? Who's paying the bills when you can't? Who's holding you down when you struggling in between jobs and been on 10, 20 interviews and can't find nothing? Who's telling all their homegirls, he'll get it together. I know he'll be a good man. He has potential. Y'all don't be talking about my man. I know he's struggling, but that's my boo. I love him. Who doing that? Black women. Damn. That blows my mind. In the sense of all this privacy thing, and this should have been in private, and he should have discussed, she should have said this privately. I can't tell you how many times I've had people on this very channel of mine, when I was going through my divorce, tell me I need to have a divorce in private. And I said it back then, and I say it again now. You can kiss my whole high yellow ass. Can you imagine how many mental illnesses would have never been diagnosed if people didn't come forward and say, hey, you know, I feel really sad a lot. Like, not normal sad, but like really sad. Like, something's wrong. I don't eat. I have no drive for life. Is that normal? Can you imagine if people never came forward and said these things? If they just handled these things privately? Can you imagine how many people would still be struggling with sexual issues? Like, hey, I'm not able to perform sexually. I don't have the ability to finish, or I can't start at all, or I'm having issues. You know how bold you have to be to come forward as a pioneer, as someone who's first expressing something that's never been expressed before? Those kind of people are the reason why we have all the advances we have today, because they stepped forward and they told their truth. It's necessary. There's a reason. You should never tell anyone who comes out and says anything publicly that they should just privately handle it. If they're coming out publicly, that means they've already tried to handle it privately and it didn't work. That's why now they're coming forward to say, you know, I feel this way, and I know I can't be the only one that feels this way. What about y'all? Have y'all ever felt like this? And she wasn't the only one at that table who said it. Jada Pinkett was like, oh yeah, being married to Will Smith, I've absolutely felt that way. It's like they don't even see you. But then again, it's like you're not even looking. Because you love your man, you're not looking for it. But it would be nice. It'd be nice to be complimented every once in a while. It's a common insecurity that a lot of women go through, that a lot of women have. When you are a wife, when you are a mother, when you are a girlfriend, when you are any type of title that's attached to a male or a partner, even if you're in a relationship with another woman, but you just happen to be the female that stays home with the kids while your partner goes to work or something like that. It's really dynamic based. Sometimes you have these moments of, I don't even get dressed anymore. I don't even, I don't even do anything for me anymore. Like I know I'm a mom and I'm a good mother, and I'm a I'm a good wife. I take care of my husband or my partner. I take care of my kids. I'm responsible. I'm faithful. I'm loyal. I'm sweet. I'm everything that the world would require a wife and mother to be. Always. But am I myself? Am I happy with myself? Do I find joy in my life? Do I feel good when I look in the mirror? Am I still me? Or have I lost myself in those titles? There was a time in my life where I was so lost. I was a wife and I was a mother, but Tiffany was missing. And I've said this to y'all before. I said this when going through the divorce. I just couldn't find myself. It was hard for me to figure out even the type of clothes I used to wear, because I spent so many damn years wearing what the church thought was appropriate. Like, I spent so many years, it literally, like, my language even changed when I was married, because the way you hear me speak now, and with the attitude and the sass is stronger, I even curse and all of that. That was the way I spoke prior to my marriage. I had to literally go back to my mind and remember my own dialect. I had lost my language. I was still me, but it was like this muted, tiny version of me. And it just, inside, the real me just felt so sick. Like, who is this bitch? I just was like, well, I guess this is who I need to be married. And, I can't love God if I'm not perfect. Or I can't be a good mom if I don't sacrifice myself and everything that I would ever think that I would want personally. I have to give that up because I'm a mom now. My life is over. I'm just living for my kids. That's what I used to say to myself, and that was how I sound. And I can't even tell you what exact. It was just like a bunch of things that happened back to back. And you guys know my story. If you don't, go back and watch the old vlogs. I got many vlogs about my divorce, leaving the church, getting kicked out of the church, all of that is on my channel. My transparency has always been, my little window of transparency has always been YouTube. Even when I was deep in the thick of losing my identity, my little bit of transparency was always YouTube.